All right, let's chat contour. What is the difference between contour and bronzer? Why are we doing contour on face? Why aren't we just doing highlight and then bronzer? Okay, so the simple answer is that contour is just a little more ashier. When you add that Bella bronzer, it gives you the warmth you need, but if you're adding it in the places where it's supposed to create depth, you're not gonna get it from a warm Bella bronzer or whatever bronzer you're using. And so that's where contour came in. It comes in to create that depth, provide coverage. Your Bella's not gonna provide coverage. And so you want to have that ashy undertone to really make your face look three-dimensional. And so where we add contour is, I've already got my makeup on, so I'm just gonna kind of go over it. Where we add contour is underneath our cheekbones. And if you, especially if you have a smaller face, you need to be careful with your lines. So if you have a smaller face, you can even flip over to this small end and do your line that way. Because once you blend, that had light on it, once you blend, it's gonna thicken up a little bit. But you don't wanna pull, you wanna leave some space down here. You wanna leave some space up here and some space down there. So it depends on your cheek size, what end you use. But you're gonna do that underneath your cheek. And I kind of like to curve mine just a little bit, because if I take it down too far, it ends here and it does look a little funny. So when I'm doing my line, I take it and push up a little bit. And once you do that, you can just come back in and pat, and as you're patting, push up just a little bit. Because it's just natural to want to pull that down. Make sure you're brushing your contour up. All right, so there it is on your cheeks. Then you're gonna run it. And when I dip it, a lot of times I don't dip it straight in. I use a corner just so that it's a straighter, smaller line. Then you're gonna come up and run it along your forehead. I'm known to cover a lot of my forehead with contour. I just love it. And then I come back in and brighten where I need to. But if you do have, and which I do feel like I have a pretty small forehead, but the smaller you do have, the less you need to cover. So just rub that in, and then nose. Nose is way easier than you think. When I started using this brush, it completely changed the game. And so you can flatten it out. I just take it and put it in, not straight down, but in the corner, line up my nose, and just run it down. Okay, then you can even take your finger. Sometimes it's hard to get the brush in there, and just make those lines not so harsh. Then, of course, take it under your lips. And I even, which I will show you more as we go on about the week, but I love to line my lips with my contour. And I overline them just a tad, not much, mainly on the bottom. And just use that as a lip liner. You can even go as far as using it as your eyebrows. I love using it as my eyebrows, or as filling in my eyebrows, I guess I should say. So that's your 101 on contour. I hope this helps.